Yep, we're going. Good morning, Peter. It's March 1st, a rainy day here in Sydney, and some new images for you to ponder about Parlamento. As you can see behind me here, the foredeck has all been reframed. The new deck beams are all in place there. Everything looks good. We have a well, they can't. They're doing they're accepting offers tomorrow.
Yeah, that's today at 3 years.
What's really good with the picture stuff? Well, that whole party, that thing is enormous now in Vancouver. And it will be here. It looks like we'll be able to do got all the painting done all the way, but we've now moved the cabin forward and out of the way of this next section that we're going to be doing here. And it's a very interesting perspective of this part of the boat, and hopefully Michelle will kind of walk around and take a pictures, because hopefully you will never see the boat looking like this again. So it looks like a model, a cutaway model with access to all these compartments. Here you can see on the other side over there is a hole in the liner, the ceiling, and that shows quite a lot of damage on the frame, and I believe that's a frame that you found yourself when you were here in the fall. So I think that that is an area of concern, that frame there, and possibly underneath the ceiling in this area. We believe this ceiling here to be original. Down here, this part is original, and it would be at some point good to look behind that and see if there's more areas of damage similar to the one on the other side over there. But and we've also exposed the two fuel tanks here and here, and we're well aware now that once we build over the top of them again, it gets very difficult to remove them, replace them, or inspect them further. So that's a question that we've had. I mean, they don't appear to be leaking. They're aluminum. They're likely in 25 to 30-year-old range. They look like they might have happened in Craig Downey's tenure. So there's the fuel tanks are something, a question mark that's popped up in our head there. You can see we've started in the back there. We've got some deck beams, and we're finishing right now. We're making. You can see on the top of the transom at the back there. Here, I'll go by here. This here is a deck beam that will go here in line with these ones. We're just using this for the curve, to laminate the curve, and we've got these series of beams in here. We cut out the plywood faces of the cockpit because there was quite a lot of damage and delamination in the plywood, and we wanted to replace the carlings around the edge anyway to continue with our all-new deck beams theory. This is one of the next beams that we're going to put in. I believe this one goes across the back of or the forward edge of the cockpit here. And we have a couple of more glued in the shop right now. The big ones for the front and back of the cabin. We're progressing nicely. And we're gluing up the carling, which is the beam that runs fore and aft here under the edge of the cabin. That's going to be getting glued up today. And yeah, and everything seems to be moving along. We're looking forward to getting onto the plywood layers, because that'll really start to look like we're getting somewhere at that point. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on this 1st of March. and hope everything's going well in Germany, and by all means, telephone or email if you have any questions.